The Rock versus Roman Reigns will be the biggest match in WWE history. That is not cap. That is not hyperbole. That is not sensationalism. That is the truth. WWE at WrestleMania 41 has a chance to put on a match that will never be forgotten and will go down as the biggest spectacle of all time. Bigger than Cena versus The Rock, bigger than The Rock versus Hogan, bigger than Andre versus Hogan. This match has a chance not only to define this era, but define what professional wrestling will be moving forward. And think about the different pieces that we have in this match. Piece number one, Roman Reigns, the greatest champion in WWE's modern day. Champion for over 1,000 days, unified the belts at one point, was dubbed the undisputed champion, dominated multiple WrestleMania main events, dominated multiple pay-per-view main events. For 3 years, it was Roman and then everyone else. And the way that he built up this character, the tribal chief, the aura around him, and the contributions that he and the Bloodline have to professional wrestling over the last few years cannot be accounted for. He is simply in God mode, as he likes to say. And then on the other side, you have The Rock, the biggest star in Hollywood, arguably the most recognizable person on the planet. If you go almost anywhere in the world, the likelihood is that they will be able to pick The Rock out of a lineup. This is someone who has made an entire career not only in pro wrestling, but also in Hollywood, having multiple film franchises that have drawn billions of dollars cumulatively, being the star of those franchises, and being arguably the biggest action star of all time. Someone who transcends pro wrestling, but has now come back to take the WWE to another level, but also define his own legacy in pro wrestling beyond any belt, beyond any championship he could hold, but define his legacy as the biggest star of all time, in the biggest family of all time, and be the true final boss of WWE. You combine all of that with the fact that we are in the midst of arguably the greatest storyline in WWE history, the Bloodline. Something that at this point has spanned over 4 years. And by the time WrestleMania rolls around, will have spanned nearly 5. The different turns this story has taken, the dramatical shifts in tone, the way we have laughed, cried, been sweating at the drama of everything that has transpired over the last number of years has left us wanting this match. The biggest match in the biggest stage with the two biggest stars that WWE have right now. And I truly believe that while we will get to Rock versus Cody Rhodes at a certain point, right now, if we're being honest, with the way they're building up the Bloodline 2.0, for me, all signs point to there being a Bloodline civil war where you have one faction which is mostly going to be comprised of Solo Sikoa and his underlings that he has right now, and then the original Bloodline, that's the Usos, Roman, and Sami Zayn, all coming back together in order to reclaim their stake in this game and reclaim their dominance as the true Bloodline. And it's almost symbolic of this power struggle between Roman and The Rock for defining who really is the head of the table of this family. And that's the story the WWE is telling here. There's no better way to pay off arguably the biggest story of all time than this match here. And I think when it does happen, it will draw the most money of any WrestleMania. That, combined with the fact that WrestleMania is in Vegas, almost guarantee it. And it will also be, I believe, the most watched WrestleMania of all time. WWE is at its hottest it's ever been as far as views and popularity, and also the amount of revenue they are generating. This has everything that they would want in order to make this the biggest match of all time. I believe it will deliver, and by the time that bell rings, who knows what's gonna happen.